What if the person you love most in the world was taken away forever, but then came back in a way you never expected? Or what if a silly dream turned into a life-changing adventure filled with romance, betrayal, and one epic misunderstanding? And what if your strictest protector, the one who drives you crazy, ends up saving you in the most dramatic way possible? These aren't just stories. They're raw, real journeys of family, first love, and discovering who truly has your back. Get ready, because tonight we're diving into 3 incredible tales that'll hit you right in the feels. Loss, secrets, mermaid magic, and a father's fierce love. Stay till the end. The endings will leave you smiling through tears. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the community. You won't want to miss what happens next. Jamie, wake up, sweetie. I shut up and wrapped my arms around her. I just had the worst nightmare. I thought you actually left me. Come on now, I would never leave you, you silly little thing. Yep, that's me, just your average crybaby with the best mom in the galaxy, living in a cozy little house tucked in the woods. And let me tell you, our life was never boring. Mom ran a whole mini farm out back, growing veggies, raising chickens, making homemade cheese. With all that, she whipped up the yummiest meals. On rainy days when I got sniffly, she'd hand me a cup of ginger tea. Boom, instant cure. And on breezy summer nights, she'd pitch a tent right in front of the house and turn it into full-on summer camp. We'd roast marshmallows, stargaze, and talk about aliens till midnight. But then, things started to change. Ever since the parent-teacher meeting, I was so excited for Mom to meet my new homeroom teacher, Miss Ella. Hi, you must be Jamie's... Wait, Myra, is that you? It's me, Ella from St. Marld. Oh my gosh, small world, come here, you. But Mom didn't move. Her face went still, distant. She raised her hand and straight up shoved Miss Ella back. Sorry, I don't know who you are. She turned away, completely shutting Miss Ella down. My skin crawled. Why would Mom act like that? Days later, I started noticing Mom acting kind of weird, like when she left her phone in the freezer. Yep, it froze solid like an ice brick. Or when she flushed the live goldfish down the toilet while the dead one was still floating in the sink. And once, when I wasn't looking, she dumped my entire stack of homework into the blender. Oops, my bad. Ma'am, who even mixes bananas with geometry assignments? One afternoon, I got home early from school and saw Mom tiptoeing out the back door. That's suspicious. Obviously, I followed. She slipped into the tiny house belonging to Mr. Burke, our super quiet neighbor who lived alone. I ducked under the window, eavesdropping like a total spy. Tell me the truth, doctor. How much time do I have left? At most, 2 months. No, that couldn't be right. The world blurred at the edges. Everything inside that house felt far away. What was I supposed to do? After that, Mom acted like nothing was wrong, and it drove me mad. I couldn't fake it anymore, so I asked straight up about what I heard. Oh, honey, you probably just heard wrong. No, I didn't. You are sick. Why don't you tell me what's going on? Jamie, I told you, there's nothing wrong. I clenched my fists. My heart felt like it might explode. Why do you keep hiding things from me? I'm not a kid anymore. She didn't answer. Just the sound of running water and plates clinking in the sink. I was furious, stormed off to my room, slammed the door shut. The next day, I made up my mind. I had to go to Mr. Burke's house. I needed the truth. I knocked. Silence. Tried the handle. It wasn't locked. So I slipped inside. The place was dark. Dust everywhere. No pills, no stethoscope, no exam table, just a pile of strange machines, like something out of a sci-fi movie. This wasn't a doctor's house. It looked more like a mad scientist's lab. Maybe Mom wasn't sick at all. Maybe Mr. Burke was just full of it. Mom was right not to trust him. That night, I finally slept in peace. But sometime after midnight, I jolted awake. The back door creaked open. I flew out of bed. Mom was gone. There was only one place she could be, Mr. Burke's. I grabbed my flashlight and ran straight to his cabin. The front door was slightly ajar. I peeked through. Inside, lights flickered. Mom sat in the middle of the room, holding a screwdriver and punching it straight into her shoulder. Click, click. The sound sent chills down my spine. Then she grabbed that arm and ripped it off. I froze in horror. The flashlight in my hand shook like crazy. The beam landed on her. She turned, head twisting at an angle that wasn't human. Jamie, I fell backward, eyes locked on the thing in front of me. Jamie, wait, I won't hurt you. No, stay away from me, you monster. I ran as far from that thing as possible until I slammed right into a tall shadow. Hey, easy now, it's just me.
Mr. Burke walked me home, and that's when he told me everything. Turns out he's a robot engineer, or as he called it, a robot doctor. And all this time, he'd been repairing her. Your real mother was one of the most brilliant AI robotics researchers I've known. We were colleagues and friends. A few years ago, she started a secret project, a robot designed to learn, adapt, to love, to replace her when needed. So where is my mom now? He looked at me, then quietly pulled out a USB, plugged it into the screen, and there Mom was, her face soaked with rain. Behind her, wind howling, the boat rocking violently in the middle of the sea. Jamie, I'm on a work trip. A huge storm is coming. I don't know if I'll make it. I'm sorry, Jamie. I love you. The screen glitched, then shut down. I went completely numb, like my heart had fallen out of my chest. Mom was gone. I didn't leave my room, didn't go to school, phone off, curtain shut. Robot Mom knocked on my door every day, but I didn't answer. Everything about her reminded me of Mom, and the truth was brutal. All I had left was a copy. I stayed in that darkness until a smell slipped through, warm and sweet. I stepped out. Robot Mom wasn't there, just a chocolate birthday cake. Today was my birthday. Next to it sat a card written in Mom's handwriting. Happy birthday, my little storm cloud. I'm so sorry I can't be with you this year, but I have something special for you, a version of me, one that carries all my memories and every ounce of love I have for you. I know she can't replace me, but whenever you need a hug, a shoulder, or just someone to listen, she'll be there the same way I always tried to be, Mom. And just like that, memories of Robot Mom came rushing back, so real, so close, like Mom had never left. The tears poured out like all the pain I'd buried had finally found a way out. Behind me, the door creaked open. Mom stood there, eyes full of worry and warmth. I ran straight to her, her metal arms wrapped gently around me, and in that moment, something about it felt enough. But deep down, I knew Robot Mom didn't have much time left. Mr. Burke had told me she had a critical system failure, 2 weeks at most. So we lived like there was no goodbye waiting. I hugged her longer, laughed more, tried to burn every moment into memory. One afternoon, I noticed small patches of rust blooming across her metal skin. Suddenly, a loud knock at the door. It was Miss Ella. She was worried, said I hadn't shown up to school in weeks.
I panicked, blocking the doorway, scrambling for an excuse when... Jamie. One of Robot Mom's eyes was blinking rapidly. Her limbs jerked like a broken puppet. Miss Ella froze, eyes wide in horror. My hand shaking, I reached for her back panel and fixed the error exactly how Mr. Burke had taught me. Oh my God, Jamie, your mother, she's not human. But she is my mom. Robot Mom came back on. There was no more hiding. Jamie, and truly sorry about your mother, but you can't live like this. You need a real guardian. The authorities have to know. No, please, just a few more days. She's shutting down soon. Miss Ella looked at me, her eyes softened. You can come check on me every day, every hour even. Just please don't take her away from me. Not yet. She clenched her jaw, torn, but finally nodded. From then on, we made the best of what we had left, until finally the moment came. It was a quiet night. Robot Mom sat outside watching the stars. Thank you, Jamie, for giving me the chance to be your mother. I shook my head, tears falling. No, I should be the one thanking you. Will you be okay? I pulled her into a hug, held her tight as if maybe, just maybe if I didn't let go, time would stop. I will. You already taught me how to be. I love you, Jamie, always. The light in her eyes dimmed. No more words, no more movement, just the shape I knew so well, sitting there like she'd simply drifted off. I held a small funeral for Robot Mom, right next to the row of chrysanthemums she used to love. Miss Ella and Mr. Burke stood with me, quiet, steady, present. The next day, Miss Ella brought someone from Child Services. I was ready, but then a voice called out from the back door, a voice I knew. Jamie. I turned around and froze. It was my mom. The eyes, the voice, the smile, there was no mistaking her. Mom! I ran full speed straight into her arms, sobbing. That scent, that warmth, that heartbeat, it was really her. After the storm, the ship had gone down. She'd washed up on a deserted island, but she found an old research outpost and somehow picked up the signal from Robot Mom. It led her home.
I didn't think I'd ever see you again, but every time I wanted to give up, I'd close my eyes and think of you. That alone was enough to keep me going. Tears streamed down my face, and I didn't even bother wiping them away. Behind me, Miss Ella and the social worker stood frozen, shocked but relieved. They knew they weren't needed anymore.
That afternoon, our little house was filled with laughter again. I chattered nonstop about my wild adventure with Robot Mom, the good, the strange, the heartbreaking. We owe her. She stayed with you when I couldn't. I nodded, eyes stinging. She was finally back. And for the first time in what felt like forever, my heart didn't feel empty anymore. If you've ever lost someone close and found comfort in unexpected ways, drop a comment below and share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear it.